Hi guys, I'm Thomas Straker, and this is food you want to eat once we've cooked it. We're gonna make steak, sweet potatoes, chimichurri. That's it. This is steak, this is Bavette actually. Sweet potato, chimichurri. You can use whatever fucking steak you want, but this I like because, you know, cook it nice and rare, good quick cook, it's relatively affordable. We're gonna cook the sweet potatoes in the oven here. You can obviously use an oven, a home oven. I'm not sure why I'm heating up a bowl. What we're gonna make is what might be called a sweet potato domino. So, you can leave the skin on. I like to take the skin off. Okay? What's gonna happen here? We're gonna find the right setting on this. You chop them by hand. Or... Hey, look what we got here. So very nice. You can stack them up. It's almost like a deck of cards, you know? Look, stack those up. Use a trim for soup or whatever. Put it in your veg box. Sweet potatoes is apparently pretty healthy for you. That's as far as I'm going to go on the nutrition front, but I just know they're good for you. So, if you want to be healthy, sweet potato. It's therapeutic, this. Nice. My hands are so cold, I'm not sure if I won't be sure if I've cut myself or not. So, if you see blood, Harry, shout. See, it's all right to just have a little sing to yourself when you're cooking. Little sing, little dance. A bit of salt, a bit of peps in there. Yeah. Some of that salt and stuff is going to get through. Yeah, a nice amount of olive oil, look, in the tray as well. We want these to stand up like little soldiers, okay? So you can use the ends of the sweet potato just to stand them up like that, you know, if you want. So, it's all aesthetic, you know. It's quite fun. If you've got kids, you get your kids to do this bit. Quite fun. You know, it couldn't be simpler. Season, assemble, and roast. It looks pretty before it goes in, doesn't it? But we're cooking for ourselves, so don't get too. So look, these are going to cook. They're going to split apart, you're going to push them back together. We're just going to cook them, look, here, in the oven, okay? Put them over that side. Just got to keep an eye. Not, you know, if you're cooking in a home oven, 220. 220, 30 minutes, I reckon. Okay, so for chimichurri, we need to have a brine, okay? Put some more water in the bowl, and then we just add some salt. This is just looking to make the very nice and lubricated, okay? It's gonna be salt water, so a brine. So we're just gonna boil that water, pull it off, cool it down, which won't take long in this weather. Tell you what, Harry, it's fucking nice over here. We're gonna chop our herbs, okay? Oregano, some parsley, and some basil. Or fresh oregano. We're gonna chop that nice and fine. Fresh oregano. It's basically the same as what I made when I did this muntjac sandwich out in the field. Okay, you don't want to go through the basil too much. You're going to try and make it thin as possible the first cut, and then just one more cut through it. Yeah. 2 parts oregano, 1 part parsley, 1 part basil, yeah? So, well, all herbs will bruise if you chop them too much, but parsley is quite robust. Parsley is much more robust than basil. Basil's a very soft herb. You can afford to go through parsley a lot more times. But we're not looking for super fine here anyway. Okay, so we've got to keep an eye on these potatoes here. Okay, so look, we have got potatoes. Look, we're looking for this black fleck. It's no bad thing on top, you know. As I said, they would spread out, so you can sort of push them back together, make sure they're staying nice and sexy. You can also give it a little bit more oil, just keep it nice and lubricated on the top. It's almost like basting, sexy basting. Mmm. Anyway, so that's a hot brine, which will become cold brine. Minced garlic. We're gonna have to start with all the new American terminology because hopefully Straker's is coming to New York, baby. That is a big reveal. Huh? No, we're almost done on a site in New York, so there's lots of stuff going on. Going over there on Tuesday. Squash, 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 squash. I've actually been working hard on this technique. It's quite an exercise. Speaking of exercise, everyone being healthy and nice and... Are you having a dry jan or a damp jan? Eating sweet potatoes. No drinking. I do find, actually, that it's improving my ability to work hard. So some garlic, chili, all the herbs, red wine vinegar. But this is a nice vinegar, this Cabernet Sauvignon vinegar. I would encourage like a good vinegar, you do taste the difference. Okay, so, a little bit of that salt water, salty water. Some the Olivier. I'll say that is, for me, exceptional. Do you want to try a little bit, Harry? Just let me spoon feed you. Va-va-vu, mate. But you think about that over a nice fatty bit of steak, we're going to be laughing. Okay, so we've got that. We've got these potatoes going. All that's left is the steak. Look, you know, we've done it methodically. This is the right way around. You know, think about what takes the longest to cook. What's going to be the most labour intensive in the washing up scenario? So obviously the herbs, potatoes, so we're going to get clean, we're going to get nice and tidy. That's a big bit of steak, that is, thick bit. So let's, that's a bit of a thinner bit. So they're going to cook at slightly different times. And we'll just oil up this grill slightly. Okay, steak, a little bit of oil, not too much. He uses too much oil. Back off. I don't actually mean that. Right, this is all firing. Big bit of steak. Thin bit of steak. Just because it's thinner doesn't mean you can't cook it at the same time. Tell you what is quite exciting, what I haven't done for a little while, is I'm making sourdough. Started making it last night. Ooh. Just going to give it a fold. Just because I haven't made it in years, as in like, because I've been so busy with the restaurant, being a general bad boy. And I just fancied starting again because I used to love it. It used to give me joy. So it is basically the case that what we're going to do now is burn some butter, maybe up this end, just to rest the beef in, bit of garlic in there maybe. So what we're doing is just flashing the meat. Okay, so just giving it a little roll. Just keeping the heat going back into the beef. We're just keeping, because obviously it's cold out here, it's 0 degrees. The meat resting at 0 degrees. It's gonna rest for a little bit shorter time. We've got the chimichurri. Steak, potatoes, chimichurri, yeah? Healthy, delicious. Put it off the side a bit. Mmm, fucking juicy. Really good. Salt, pepper, pepper to finish. Also, show you, glaze it up with the butter first. Beautiful. See the colours, the light, dark charcoal flecks. The sweet potato finished with a little bit of oil. You see how he secks it up, bit of that's it. Steak, chimichurri potatoes. Mmm. Mmm. It always does have a little bit more like chew factor to it, the bavette. But you got to cook it rare. Cook it nice and rare, like that. Mmm. Those flavors are sweet, spicy, garlic, succulent, acid. It's healthy, you know, we've got herbs, we've got sweet potatoes, a nice bit of meat. Look at that. Mmm. I'm glad I didn't have breakfast, tell you that, because I'm going to fucking demolish this. And it's only 11:51. Lunchtime. I'm gonna be like a king. Get me the fuck out of it. The kids are screaming. I'm done. See you later.